Hi everyone, it's me again. My name is Yana. Welcome to my channel, to the corner called Mexico, where we talk about different things that have to do with Mexico. It's either sometimes the food, like in this case, sometimes it's about traditions, sometimes it's about people, sometimes it's about some uh, curious information or stuff like this. And today we're going to talk about churros. You saw them at the beginning of the video, and supposedly they come from China. If you happen to travel to China, you have to order them like, could I have two tiaos, please? Churros are also known as fried demon or stick in oil. There are different stories and suppositions and hypotheses how the churros traveled through the world, but they all coincide that they came to Mexico when the Spaniards came to conquest Mexico and Hernan Cortes. They say that churros are known in Mexico since that moment on. There are basically two different types of churros. I have here a bucket of simple churros, which means that these are only churros. But you can also find them I would dare to say, in the main part of Mexico, right, Diego?
Yes.
They're filled here in the middle. They have a hole. I think they're a little bit wider, and you stuff them with different ingredients. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I said bucket instead of bouquet. And well, the churros nowadays are popular obviously in Mexico, in Latin America, I believe also in States, right?
In the United States, yes.
Yes. And then in Europe, in France, in Portugal, in Spain, in Belgium, Philippines, and strangely not in China. There are many flavors, many stuffings that you could put into churros. I'll only mention some of them, the ones that I remember. It can be chocolate, it can be lechera. Diego, what is this? It's like
Some sort of sweet cream.
it's similar in my opinion. It's similar to Nutella in a way. It's a little bit more liquidy, but it has this sweet flavor, and I think it has the flavor of milk in my
And it's
opinion.
white.
Uh-huh. Cajeta. What is this? It's like
It's a.
cooked, no? Goat milk, isn't it?
Yep.
This is cajeta. Nutella, guava, lemon pie, rompope, tequila, and cajeta. What did I forget? Raspberry, strawberry. There are many different flavors. In case you ate a churro with a different flavor, could you please leave it in the comment what kind of flavors did you eat, and obviously what's your favorite flavor? I think, Diego, if we give our audience a recipe to make some churros.
Sure. A simple ingredient for 10 churros is 1 glass of water, 1 glass of flour, a little bit of salt, oil to fry, and sugar. And we will mention how to make them in a moment.
I will, yes.
Okay.
How do we make them? You have to put to pot water and salt, and you wait that it starts boiling, and then you add flour, but everything at the same time. You don't add it little by little. Everything you put at the same time, and you start mixing, and then you have to put this dough into churrero. I imagine it's a tube, no, in the form of the star, Diego.
Correct.
And then you put this dough into this tube until you get the churros, and then you boil the oil, and you put this dough, the churros, into the oil, and you have to fry them. You have to be careful, and you have to figure out how long you have to boil them, because if you take them out too quickly, they might be how to say, crudo,
Raw.
inside. And but if you boil them for too long, they might absorb too much oil. So you have to figure it out how to do it so they come out perfectly well. And then you take them out of oil. You put them to kind of paper, so the oil goes out. But when they are still warm, you have to sprinkle sugar on them, so the sugar glues on churro. Because if you do it when they are cold, you will just waste sugar and nothing will stay on them. There are some funny facts about churros. First of all, that doesn't convince me much that they are known in the world like Mexican donuts. The name of churro comes from Spanish and from Spain, and it was some sheep were called churro. Originally, they were between 65 centimeters and 1 meter long. Imagine, like a baguette. In Disneyland, they sell an enormous amount of churros every day, 2.8 millions. I am curious, do they sell them simple or stuffed? And if stuffed, with what flavors? If you happen to know it, could you please write it into the comments? I hope you had fun listening to our churro video. I hope you learned something new. And I also hope that you have an opportunity to buy a churro if you crave it right now. If you're not a member of our YouTube family yet, you can subscribe, so this way you will be notified whenever we publish something new, and obviously share our video with whoever you think would be interested in it. See you here next time. Bye!